I wanted to see if I could manipulate that pathway to basically build more muscle on top of my TRT already. So guys, I have got my blood work done recently and I'm going to do a full video on my blood test results on my TRT, a third update on how I've been feeling. But one interesting thing, just for the purposes of this video, is I've been trying the sauna and heat shock protein activation for a little while. And what's interesting is this experiment that I've been running in terms of actually increasing my sauna usage and increasing my activation of heat shock proteins. I wanted to experiment and see if it stimulates my growth hormone and IGF-1 levels as much as the research says it does. Now, in the research, activation of heat shock proteins and sauna usage in terms of exposing yourself to some form of heat shock at least 2, 3, 4 times a week, in the research seems to really upregulate growth hormone and the growth hormone pathway in some studies up to 19 times over baseline levels. Now, I wasn't too sure about this and I wanted to experiment to see whether I could manipulate my own growth hormone levels by using the sauna, and the experiment is still ongoing and I'm going to do a full video delving into the science of how it actually works. But just quickly, I have gone from an IGF-1 level of 36 nanomoles per liter earlier this year in January using no sauna to significantly increasing my sauna usage and activating my heat shock proteins. And my latest blood work has put my latest IGF-1 blood work at 48 nanomoles per liter, which for my age is quite high and definitely over the reference range and is closer to like a young guy going through puberty. So I actually attribute this increase to my sauna usage in line with the research, which shows that using the sauna can significantly upregulate your growth hormone and your IGF-1 levels. Now, growth hormone is quite variable throughout the day. IGF-1 is a better proxy for determining your actual growth factor levels in your blood. And whilst the experiment is still going, and I'm going to do, like I said, a full video, I really think that this sauna usage and activating your heat shock proteins significantly has helped and boosted my IGF-1 levels and my growth factors in my blood. Now, the reason I wanted to do this is we know that the mTOR regulatory complex, which controls muscle protein synthesis, or basically the laying down of new muscle, a few things turn this on: amino acids, androgens like testosterone. But what also turns it on is not just androgens, but growth factors like growth hormone can turn on mTOR. And I wanted to see if I could manipulate that pathway to basically build more muscle on top of my TRT already. What was really interesting is my strength has also gone up significantly without touching my TRT dose or changing my diet or sleep or life in any way. The only real variable I've introduced over the past few months has been using the sauna. My blood pressure has gone down as well, but like I said, increasing the growth factor and the IGF-1 level is quite significant if this is actually true, and I will get another blood test to confirm this. But if it is due to the sauna, then the sauna can actually be quite a strong pathway in terms of another anabolic vector that you can hit in the mTOR protein complex. It's not just protein itself, ingestion of protein and testosterone and androgens and sleep and all that. It can also be something like manipulating your heat shock proteins, turning on your IGF-1 levels, increasing them, and being able to reap more anabolic benefits from when you train through, keeping your IGF-1 levels higher than they otherwise would be if you weren't doing any sauna at all. Obviously, it has a lot of other benefits like cardiovascular benefits like blood pressure, lipid control, stress relieving, cortisol manipulation. Things like that are also beneficial. The main reason I did this experiment though was to test the IGF-1 levels, and it seems to be working, and I'm quite impressed with the results so far. Guys, thank you so much. Quick update. I'll do a full video on the sauna later, but I will see you in the next video.